Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're here today with Desire I Wanna Turn Into You Everasking edition. It's the expanded kind of deluxe, I don't know how exactly to call it, edition of Caroline Polachek's Desire I Want to Turn Into You, her studio album which we reacted to in this channel last year and made an apparition at our year-end list, by the way. It features 6 new songs as well as the acoustic version of I Believe. It is very much like an EP added to the end of the album, which I'm here for. I love it when artists actually work their album. They don't just throw it and move away, but they give it a deluxe, an acoustic version, an extended version, whatever you call it. Alright, I love it when artists do that. It's very much something from back in the day to work your albums, and it's not something that had been happening very well, I should say, lately. But I'm glad to see it returning. With that being said, the first track we are going to listen to from, I believe the last one. Okay, Billions was the last one in the standard version. Right, I remembered Billions. I remember I didn't like Billions. So the next one is Dang, which I did actually hear. I heard it on TikTok and I have it added to my library, by the way, because I quite like that song. It's fun. It's different. It's different from something I would listen, but it's not something I dislike. So yeah, Dang.
Dang.
It's very zone of interesty, isn't it? It very much has that turning screaming into something that's connected to a narrative, turning sounds that aren't in principle musical and making them musical somehow. Alright, next track, we've just stopped. That was Dang. Next track, Spring is Coming with a Strawberry in the Mouth. Okay, come through, Caroline Del Rey.
Dear Louise, there are so many things I want, but mainly, and like everybody, I want to be loved.
Oh, I love the production so much. I just wish it had more lyrics. I'm not against instrumental music. I mean, I love classical music. It's one of my favorite genres. But it's a different thing, you know, when I'm listening to classical and when I'm listening to pop, you know. Yeah, pop, I would say, alright? Don't come for me for this. I just wish had more. You know, it's been 1 minute and 23 seconds and she's had maybe 8 lines, 10 perhaps, something, you know. But alright, we have more time to come. Oh, I'm gonna add this to my library, okay? I did love the song, but I am so conflicted because the production is possibly the best I heard this year so far. It's angelic to say the least, and her oohs in the back go so well with it. But again, I do wish we had more lyrics. I do wish it was structured more like a song and less like a voice note she left to herself. I understand it's intentional, it goes well, even with the cover of the album, you know, when she's kind of more in a retracted position or by herself in a train, probably. I would say it doesn't look like a bus to me, it looks like a train. It could be a trolley or something like that, you know. Don't know, I only know trains. That's what we have in my city, but that's what I know. Listening to music, you know, she's introspective in a corner. It makes sense that the song would sound like a voice note because it's something you leave either to one other specific person or even to yourself. I have left voice notes to myself to record how I felt at a given moment. I'm not trying to project my situation onto hers, but I'm saying it's a possibility, you know. I'm not the only one I know who does that, so who knows if she doesn't. Or it could be something that you leave to one particular person. In this case too, because she started with Dear Louise and then ended with Dear Daniel, I didn't even know she was, you know, doing both sides. Good for her. But I understand it was intentional. I don't hate it because it's structured like that. But I would have preferred if it were structured a little bit more like an actual song, you know, like you would expect a song to be. Honestly, a little more like Dang. Because Dang is a song structured as you would imagine a song. It has a verse, it has a chorus, it has a pre-chorus. It has a bridge. Even though the bridge is screaming, it does have a bridge. So yeah, if the structure was a bit more traditional, I would have loved it even more. But as it stands, it's still one of my favorite songs of the year, and I do think I like it better than Dang, to be quite fair, because the production does it all to me. Next rock, Butterfly Net featuring Weyes Blood. Why you?
Earth went silent, London fell asleep. She dreamed of a winter where you appeared to me. Perfect timing as a root I collected stupid ashes so that after you'd gone I could hold on to something, but you stayed unwavering through every false goodbye. Unsubsiding hiding the night, but never there you were with your mirror, shining the world all over me. There I was with my butterfly net, trying to catch your light. Hardly forgetting they were. There I was with my butterfly net, trying to catch your
Oh, the bells. Oh, the bell. Oh. Oh. Tell me it doesn't make the entire song different. Tell me it doesn't fundamentally change the entire song. Ugh. There I was with my butterfly net, trying to catch your light. Yeah. It's added to my library. Wow, I don't think I have anything to say, honestly. I don't think there's anything I must comment. The production in this has been top notch. Dang is super different from Spring is Coming. Spring is Coming is super different from Butterfly Net. Butterfly Net is different from Dang. Yet, these three managed to be so incredible individually in their production. It's outstanding. No, it has no cohesiveness whatsoever. They sound like they're from completely different projects, but they're great. As I said, individually they sound amazing, and To be fair, Desire, I want to turn into you the standard edition. It wasn't the most cohesive album out there, but I don't give a fuck because it sounds great. So, I've heard albums that were incredibly cohesive, but that were boring because the sound was boring. The sound of one song was boring, so they went there and replicated that sound throughout the entire album. Oh, it was a dream for people who like cohesiveness because every track sounded a lot like the other one. But it all sounded bad because then they didn't manage to find one single sound that was good. I mean, there were some saving graces, like 2 or 3 tracks in the album, but overall it was really bad. So, not the problem here. And if she does get into a sound I don't like, there will be other songs for me to like in the album. So, yeah. Next track number 16, Meanwhile. It's an interlude, kind of, 1 minute and a half.
How do you know volcanoes dead or just
Such a good question, actually. I think I don't want to say more than once, but I know for a fact once they said a volcano was dead and it wasn't, and it was a disaster, and it decimated the entire island. So, how do you know? Okay. It was acoustic poetry. That's all I can say. It was acoustic poetry. I liked the production. I can call it production, I believe. I thought for a moment we were gonna have something, a little folky, which I wouldn't have minded at all, actually, but we didn't. It was, as I said, acoustic poetry. She read something, she spoke it was completely spoken, and it felt like a voice note again, just like Spring Is Coming, but less refined. Probably because it was only 1 minute and a half, and it's called Meanwhile, and it's right in the middle of the not the album, the edition, the Everasking edition. That's what it was intended for. I'm sure. I wanna say I'm sure. So yeah, track number 17, Coma. Whoa, whoa, okay. What an intro. Sounds like something from Ray of Light. Okay. Sounds so much like a track from Ray of Light. Not any one specific track, but I'm getting vibes from several of them. I hear Mega, I hear Ray of Light, the title track. I hear Skin. I hear Sky Fits Heaven, especially with the cuts and then the prrrr. I didn't think I would ever be able to hear a song that sounds like one of my favorite albums of all time, because it was so unique, not even Madonna herself managed to replicate it. But here we are. 26 years later? Here we are. Yeah, best song of the year. Yeah. So far, I mean, I know we've only been about to be 3 months in, okay? Starting, oh, not tomorrow, this year is leap year. Starting soon enough, on 2 days from now, we'll be in the 3rd month of the year. I know it's quite soon to say it, but we've had a few releases this year so far. Big names, big albums I was expecting but was disappointed, releases that I quite enjoyed. But this, as I said, the Ray of Light vibes don't let me give an unbiased opinion, because I love Ray of Light. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. It's my favorite Madonna album. Yeah. Alright. She's making an appearance at our end list again. One more time. I already know it. Next rock, Gambler's Prayer. Oh! See, let me stop right there. This part is really good. It's the first time it's as, present as this, but it's not the first time I hear the tum 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 in the song. And that's a good point. But the rest of the song I'm not digging, and that includes the melody, which I think is a big issue. The song is being sustained mostly, for me, on the production, and it needs at least one other thing. Lyrics aren't doing anything to me personally, and the melody, I'm not a huge fan. And the production is great, but it's not as present as this. Else this song could very much be kind of like A Spring Is Coming, but it would have to have more of this production coming, which is a shame, because it's one of my favorite production moments in the album. And this album is in itself a huge production moment, so that's a big saying. But yeah, shame, shame, shame. As I said, the production was the main aspect of this song for me, is the thing I like the most, but unfortunately it's not able to carry it to my library. It's not able to do everything. It was just a part of it, so it's a shame because it's the first track in the album I dislike. Not in the album, but you know, in the edition I dislike, so that happens, but alright. Next track, last track, Long Road Home, featuring Oniothrics Point Never.
We don't rely on there's nowhere to go. We realize that the soul grows. We just deny that the truth isn't gold. No one to rally this boat.
It sounds cinematic, but didn't need to sound cinematic. I know it's Long Road Home, so even the title is kind of grand, and the entire song trying to, you know, go for it. It's trying to be this huge manifesto, this symphony to an exodus or something, but it's not doing. I don't know if maybe that's because it's trying to do it and it's not coming across as genuine to me, but it's not doing it. I'm sorry. It's the track I'm disliking the most in this extended edition. Doesn't feel genuine. Yeah, this one, yeah, I really didn't like this one. I'm glad it's the last song, so I don't have to skip it. But it really, you know, it's the least impressive one among the how many? Sorry, 3, 6, 7. Among the 7 we heard, it's the least impressive one by a mile. Again, I don't know if it's because it was trying to sound grand that it didn't manage to get there. Maybe it was a little too in the face, you know. It tried too hard instead of actually doing it, and I definitely felt that try. I definitely heard it and I was like, okay, this should be in a film. Why is it in the album? You know, it's a shame, but it doesn't take away from the outstanding result that was the beginning of the album. Dang, Spring is Coming, Butterfly Net, Coma, and even Gambler's Prayer. These 5, the first 4 specifically, they are great. Coma, as I said, the best song of the year so far. Something is definitely gonna be in our year-end list in December 31st, and I think it's gonna be Coma, but who knows? Some of these other tracks may grow on me and I may enjoy them even more than Coma. It's a possibility. Even Gambler's Prayer could grow on me, okay? Long Road Home, yeah, I'm having a hard time believing it's gonna do anything for me. But that was it for today, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. If you've got any other requests, please tell me. I'm gonna trade tracks with them, as I always am. I do hope to see you in my next video.